welcome to our WrestleMania 40 predictions!
The showcase of the Immortals is about to happen. Saturday, April the 6th, and Sunday, April the 7th at 7 p.m. WrestleMania 40. And where are they coming at us from, Ryder?
Lincoln Financial Field in Philly.
And what a show this is already stacked up to be. We still got Monday Night Raw and SmackDown to go for the go-home shows. But I don't know how they can possibly top what has already transpired here. It's going to be crazy. Don't forget to comment your predictions down below. We love to hear what you guys think. And if you would, throw a thumbs up on this video if you are excited for WrestleMania 40. These matches are listed in no particular order. And at the time of this recording, this is all of the matches that have been announced. Let's start off with some tag team action first. We got Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom. Who's walking out of WrestleMania 40 with a dub?
Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, because Rey Mysterio is one of the best high flyers, and Dragon Lee is not too far from behind him.
I agree, dude. Dragon Lee is going to be a force to reckon with. But Dirty Dom, Santos Escobar, you can't cut those guys out of the equation just yet. I mean, yes, you got all the experience of Rey Mysterio in the ring. I think if you were to have Dragon Lee, Santos, and Dirty Dom's ring experience up, like how many years they've been doing it, it probably would not equal as long as Rey has been doing it. But you do got all of the experiences that Santos has had in his professional wrestling career as Dirty Dom, and Dirty Dom's dad is Rey Mysterio, for crying out loud. So don't forget, Dirty Dom has learned from the GOAT of high flying, as you just said.
Oh yeah.
So what if Dirty Dom comes back in this and just ups his game? He's like, I remember what you did to me last year, Ray, and or Dad. And I'm not going to let that happen again. I think that is going to be an exciting match. I think these guys are going to go all out because they know it's WrestleMania 40. We're going to see some great high-flying action in that one for sure. Ryder again going with Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee as your winners. Keeping the trend of the tag team action going, we're going to hop into the six-pack ladder match for the undisputed WWE tag team titles. We got DIY versus The New Day versus The Awesome Truth versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory versus Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne versus the champs Finn Balor and Damian Preist, Mr. Senior Money in the Bank. Have you made up your mind yet?
No.
So normally before we film these, me and Ryder write out everything as you see right here, and Ryder picks his winners. He is yet to come up with a winner for this six-pack ladder match. What's taking you so long to decide? Is it because there's so many good teams in there?
Yeah.
You got Awesome Truth, which you don't remember them from back in the day, but they were something special. DIY, you're seeing what they're doing every week on Raw. They're going out and just having killer matches. You got The New Day. Those guys are going to go down in history as one of the all-time greats in tag team wrestling. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, look at those guys. Those guys right there are just brutal as it is. And you got Grayson Waller, Austin Theory. Those guys are going to be huge. And Finn Balor and Damian Preist, they're the champs. So, I mean, of course, that should speak volumes itself. You got to pick, though, man.
This is very, I just don't know.
I gave you some bullet points there to choose from. Give us a pick.
Awesome Truth.
Whoa. That would be really cool to see R-Truth win a title at WrestleMania with his old friend, The Miz. And you know what? That makes sense, dude, because I could see R-Truth going after Finn and Damian, you know, because of all the old Judgment Day stuff. And what a haha to them it would be if Awesome Truth walked out with the tag belts. Another question, do you think this is going to happen? A lot of people online seem to think, you know, there's going to be 4 actual tag team titles there. You got the Raw titles and you got the SmackDown tag team titles. What if one person grabs the Raw titles and someone, say like DIY, comes up and they grab the SmackDown titles? Do you think something like that's going to happen, or do you think Yeah, like what if the tag team titles get split up again? Would you be happy about that?
I'm not too sure.
So not too sure. Well, good thing that we're doing a predictions video and that you can give me your predictions now. Do you think there's going to be just one tag team coming out with all 4 belts, or do you think they're going to split the titles up again amongst two different tag teams?
I think they might split them up.
That would be cool. So let's just say Austin Truth wins one of the tag team championships. Who do you think is going to walk out with the other?
I think that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
That would be epic. Which Austin Theory already has a huge win at last year's WrestleMania over John Cena, retaining the U.S. title. So what if Austin Theory is the new guy to have a streak at WrestleMania?
Oh!
He goes on. He's been undefeated, and like, what if he beats the Undertaker's streak? Crazy.
Imagine.
A crazy and bold prediction, but prediction nonetheless. Let's hop into the next match. So this next match isn't labeled a grudge match, but I'm calling it a grudge match. If you've been keeping up with it, you see that these guys been getting pretty personal. You have LA Knight showing up at the Phenomenal One's house, getting the cops involved. It's been crazy. LA Knight, yeah, versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. Who is your winner?
LA Knight.
Who needs this win more? Does LA Knight need it, or does AJ need it? Sorry, I was sorry to hop in here. LA Knight had the last part of 2023 was awesome for him. And then it seems like he just kind of like he lost a little bit of that momentum. So do you think that a win here for LA Knight over AJ Styles at WrestleMania, do you think that would put LA Knight back up on the up and up, and maybe like have him back in the title picture? I'm with you, but let's not rule out AJ yet. Don't forget just how phenomenal that man is in the ring. AJ Styles is someone who, I hate to admit this, but I slept on him until he came to WWE, and I saw the hype and I said, that is what everyone has been talking about. That guy is the man. I hope to see AJ with another world title run before he decides to hang it up, because AJ, I think AJ's in my top 5 favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
Where does he rank with you?
Like in top 5 or just?
Or is he in your top 5, or is he maybe like in your top 10?
Yeah, well, top 10.
Ryder going with LA Knight picking up the win at WrestleMania 40. For the Intercontinental title, we have Sami Zayn versus the champion Gunther.
I think that Sami's gonna win because Gunther has had his title reign for a very, very long time.
I think, what is it now, like 500 days? Or am I thinking a little too far out there? I can't remember. I know it's been over a year.
It's been over 400 days.
But do you remember whenever we went to Monday Night Raw and we saw Chad Gable versus Gunther, and we thought and we knew, we're like, he's had the title for too long.
Yeah.
Chad Gable's taking it off of him. And that match, I've talked about it before on our predictions video anytime we talk about Gunther, because that match was phenomenal on TV. If you was there and you could feel the energy, holy cow, it was something special. But we thought for sure we were going to witness history that night, and we were going to see a new Intercontinental Champion crown, but we were wrong. Don't forget about how you felt. Think about the competitor Gunther is.
I just still think the Sami.
So you think that maybe Sami's gonna take Chad Gable up? You know, Gable came up to him and said, hey, I can help you out. You're letting him get into your head. So do you think that with Chad Gable's coaching, that right there is what's gonna give Sami the edge over Gunther?
Or Sami might, no, not Sami. Chad Gable might play a part in
coming out and helping Sami win? Could happen. I can see it. And then everybody celebrating, and then what if that happens and Chad Gable turns on Sami, setting up a feud with Sami versus Chad Gable?
I can see that happening.
That would be cool. I mean, it would give Gable a spot to say, like, hey, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't have beaten him. I need my title shot. So you're going with new Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania 40, Sami Zayn. Now let's go with the WWE Women's title. We got the challenger Bayley versus the champion Io Sky. Who's getting the win here at this year's WrestleMania?
Io Sky, because because it's not time for her to lose the title, is what I think. And also, she has damage control on her side.
You've been watching wrestling for a little bit too long. If you notice that they kind of keep it for a certain amount of time, and they keep it for a few months, and then that's funny. So you think that the numbers game is going to play a part here, and that Bayley is still not gonna get her WrestleMania moment?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you this: who does Io Sky go after next?
Oh,
She go after Bianca
or Jade.
I would love to see that. Anything Bianca, anything Jade. Cannot wait to see what they have planned for them in the future. So you're going with Io Sky retaining the WWE Women's title this year at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Now, we got the highly anticipated tag match. There's a lot of tag matches on this card.
Yeah, for some weird reason.
You got the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus the Tribal Chief.
I'm gonna break your finger.
Roman Reigns and the final boss, The Rock. There's a lot at stake here. Do you understand that if Seth and Cody lose, that at night 2 at WrestleMania, it's Tribal Chief or Tribal Rules, whatever they're calling it. The bloodline can interfere. There's so much on the line here for Seth and Cody. Who's coming out with a win?
I think that Cody. Well, no, I know that Cody and Seth will. Because Roman Reigns sucks and The Rock
The Rock what?
sucks.
So you
Anybody who teams with Roman, sucks. Well,
what if Cody teams with Roman?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Would Cody suck then? That's how you looked right at your Cody belt hanging on the wall, and you're like, let me think about that.
Yeah. But I'm just not too sure.
There's so much at stake here, and I'm with you here. I want Cody and Seth to win. I want to see a fair fight at night 2 of WrestleMania between Cody and Roman Reigns, which we will get into here shortly. Make sure to stay tuned, but I don't see it happening. Cody got beat down by the final boss last week on Raw. I mean, you saw it, dude. Like, you wasn't even talking. You were just watching in silence. You're like, because I know, I get it. You don't know what to think of. Like, you love The Rock, but you don't love this version of The Rock.
Yeah.
I'm shocked to hear you say the things about The Rock that you've been saying, but I get it. He's beating up on you, dude, and makes you feel a certain way, and that's okay. So you think that Seth and Cody are going to get the win, therefore evening the field for night 2 at WrestleMania? I don't want this to happen, but this is what I think is going to happen. I think The Rock is going to pin Cody Rhodes, setting up a match later on down the way. I don't want it to happen again. I'm Team Cody, 150% like you. But that's just my prediction. Don't forget to be commenting your predictions down below. Next up, let's roll with some 6-woman tag team action. We got Damage Control versus Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE. Who's winning?
Jade, Bianca, and Naomi.
Why?
Because Charlie likes Bianca and Jade, and also because I want to see what Jade is capable of doing.
Tell me if you feel this way. So what about all this hype? So you think that Jade's got to come out here and that she has got to put on a show because WWE has hyped her up? They have, dude, she looks like a superstar. She looks like everything a superstar should be. So you think that WWE is going to capitalize that? They're going to give Jade the W at WrestleMania just to show how big of a superstar she can be.
Yes.
What if in that match, because a lot of people wanted to see this, what if we see it falling out between Bianca and Jade, setting up a program between those two? Now, Naomi is still in this too. What if they do get into it and split it? Whose side does Naomi go on? Does she go with Jade or does she go with Bianca?
I don't know.
It seems like ever since Naomi's came back, they've kind of put her in a weird spot. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. This match, I'm sure, is going to be awesome. Can't wait to see what Jade does on the huge stage. That is WrestleMania. Now let's get down to some U.S. title action. We got in a triple threat: Kevin Owens versus the Viper Randy Orton versus the champion Logan Paul.
I think that Randy Orton is going to win because I really, really want to see him with the title.
Oh, so that's what they say. Yeah, Ryder wants to see him with the title, so we're going to go with Randy Orton. Question here. Has Randy ever won the U.S. title that you can recall?
No.
I don't think that he has either. Maybe I'm wrong. Because, you know, there's dude, we watch a lot of wrestling and a lot of stuff just goes
Like mixed up.
Yeah, it just all jumbles together after so long. That would be cool. With a returning Randy, which, I mean, you know, he came back just in November. It wasn't too long ago. But, so you're saying that you would love to see Randy already carrying some gold upon his return. Do you think that this has the potential to be match of the night? Because think about this. Anytime Logan Paul's in the ring, anytime KO is in the ring, anytime Randy Orton is in the ring, and 2 of those 3 competitors in that match have a very long tenure with professional wrestling.
And that being KO Randy.
Yes, and look at the performances that we have gotten off of Logan Paul in every single match that he has been in. I mean, the guy belongs. He looks like he should be there. He wrestles like he should be there. That right there, dude, whatever night 1 or night 2, whoever is wrestling on that same card that night, they're going to have to step it up after that match. Mark my words now.
Yeah.
You're going with Randy Orton as the new United States Heavyweight Champion?
Yes.
Next up, we got brother versus brother. Jimmy Uso versus Yeet Jey Uso.
I think that Jey Uso is going to win because Jimmy is in the bloodline.
That's very logical there. This is, you know, there was an interview conducted like last year sometime where Jimmy and Jey talked about how much they wanted this match. They said that it would all come full circle. They started out wrestling each other in their parents' living room, and that they someday want to get that match where they're wrestling each other on the biggest stage of them all. Given Jimmy's status in the bloodline, putting that aside, how cool is it that these 2 brothers get to have this moment together at WrestleMania? It'd be like you and Cove fighting in the living room, and then you and Cove are going to go on to main event night 2 of WrestleMania 60 for the heavyweight title. Like, how cool would that be?
It would be really cool, but I know that I would lose because Cove is a big chunky man.
Yes, he is a big dude, yeah. But, you know, maybe you could be the Rey Mysterio in there and, you know, use all your high flying skills on him, you know? You never know. But you're going with Jimmy versus Jey, in Jimmy versus Jey, you're going with Jey Uso, the winner.
Yes.
Do you think that we're going to see a hug after this match? Jimmy and Jey maybe like putting their differences aside. You know, you go this way and I'm going to go this way, but we're still going to be cool with each other. You're my brother. I love you. Best of luck to you. Do you think we're going to see that?
Possibly.
Would you like to see that?
Yeah.
But then what if they do? What if Jey goes back to the bloodline? Oh, sorry.
I'm going to break your hand.
Didn't mean to do that.
I'm going to break your finger.
Sorry. Now for the WWE Women's World Title, we have the man, Becky Lynch, the challenger, versus the champion, Rhea Ripley.
I think that Rhea Ripley is going to win because she is the one in the Judgment Day that has like been winning consistently.
Yes, she has. She has been the one that kind of like whips everybody into shape and says, "What are you doing, Dom? What are you doing, Priest? Let's get this show on the road." She is the backbone of the Judgment Day. There is absolutely no doubt about that. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see her win and keep that title for a very long time. She deserves it. Rhea's been awesome. I'm not saying that Becky isn't, but Rhea, you can't deny like how much, despite being a bad guy, that she is loved by the crowd. Her in-ring work, you know, she just main evented Elimination Chamber in her hometown, and you've heard the reaction she's got. She is so loved by fans all over.
Yeah.
So you think we're gonna have Rhea Ripley retaining her women's heavyweight title, or excuse me, her women's world title here at WrestleMania 40?
Yes.
Now for the WWE World Heavyweight title, you got the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre, the challenger, versus the champion Seth friggin' Rollins.
I think that Drew McIntyre is going to win because Drew McIntyre has been good at playing mind games recently, and CM Punk has had and Seth Rollins has had CM Punk on his mind.
Well, so has Drew. But as you said, Drew's been really good here with the mind games as of late. Even though CM Punk is currently on the injured list, Drew's still got him fresh in his mind. But yeah, you're right. Drew has stepped his game up tremendously. And if you followed our prediction videos for if you followed our prediction videos for any amount of time, anytime that we talk about Drew and having a championship match, I always root for Drew. I want to see Drew come out with the big win with fans in attendance. You know, as much as he does talk about, well, I was cheated at WrestleMania, I didn't have nobody there. I feel for him. Like I remember thinking when he won the title, I was like, man, that's got to be a cool feeling. But to know that no one was there, you know, you were not able to hear those fans screaming your name and cheering you on in the biggest moment of your career. Yeah, it's gotta suck a little bit. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna throw a little bonus prediction in there for you. You got Drew walking away with the World Heavyweight title. Does Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Preist, does he come in and cash in? Does he come in and cash in?
Possibly.
Well, if he does, is it a successful cash in, or did he just fail the Judgment Day?
I think that if he does, so I think that if he were to have the Money in the Bank cash in, I think that he would not
be successful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if he were to not be successful, I feel like that Rhea would kick
him out of the Judgment Day. How bad would that be for Judgment Day, dude? They lose the titles at WrestleMania, Rhea retains, and then he has an unsuccessful cash in with the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. Yeah. Might spell the end for the Judgment Day. Now, for the undisputed WWE Universal title, we got the American Dream. Oh, not American Dream, the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes versus the Ultimate Deuce. Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the longest reigning WWE Universal Champion in modern day. The one.
I'm gonna break your finger!
The champ, Roman Reigns.
Cody.
You seem mad about that. You seem like, I'm mad that Cody's gonna win. What, do you want Roman to win?
No!
That just said, that sounded a little off, dude. Just saying, I didn't know. I know you've been fighting this feeling of denying the tribal chief, of not acknowledging him. I didn't know. I didn't know. Maybe finally you started to sway just a little bit. So you're telling me that this is the year that Cody Rhodes finishes the story?
Yes.
WrestleMania 40.
Yes.
You said this last year, and it didn't happen. Okay. Let's just say, so if it is a fair match, you're still going with Cody. What if it's Bloodline rules? You got The Rock, you got Jimmy, you got the wise man, Paul Heyman, you got Solo. There's rumors of the Usos' other brother or cousin, Fatu, coming in, possibly getting involved in this match. What if that happens?
Cody's gonna win.
I'm nervous about this one. Because I said last year, without a doubt, I would have bet the house on it. We were going to have a new undisputed WWE Universal Champion by the name of Cody Rhodes. And I was heartbroken there last year with you, dude.
Yeah.
That sucked. I feel like the wind got sucked out of me because it has been an extremely long time since I have gotten behind a wrestler such as I have Cody Rhodes. Because of you, because of your love, because of just how much you adore this guy. And just by default, I like people that you like, and Cody, Cody's the man. I hope this is his year, dude. I really do. Mm-hmm. I don't know, where would Cody go if he wins the title next? Because the story's finished.
I think that he'll go and try and win all the other titles.
Just a belt collector of sorts is what you're saying. Here's another thing, another side prediction, another little side quest here. Does Roman turn on The Rock, or does The Rock turn on Roman? If it ends up being a Bloodline Rules match.
If it ends up being a Bloodline Rules match, I think that Rock will turn on Roman, and then Roman will get Cody to win, because whenever he said that he was in the Bloodline, he held up an L.
And he did that for a couple of weeks. And you know, there's clips online of The Rock looking directly at Roman when he is addressing Cody, saying that I will do everything I can to ensure that you lose at WrestleMania. So you think that The Rock, throwing in some little Easter eggs there, that he's showing that he's not really who he says he is. I hope, Ryder, I hope, because man, I'm scared if Cody does not win the title. I hope that the fans don't turn their back on him, because, you know, we've all been invested in this. Mom's even invested. Mom doesn't even like wrestling, but when Cody comes out, she sits down and she watches TV. Cove is the same way. Charlie's the same way. You're like that. Of course, I'm like that. And we're just 5 people in this whole entire WWE universe. Yeah, there's a ton of people that feel that way. There's a ton of people that says, Cody Rhodes, this is your year. Don't forget to comment your WrestleMania 40 predictions down below. We love to hear what you guys think that may happen. We love to get in the comments and chat with y'all as well. And let me say that if you enjoyed this WrestleMania prediction video, why don't you check out some of these awesome toy reviews that Ryder does too. That's it for me, Ryder.
Bye!